And the question for this week is, how can I help my child develop self respect and the ability to resist pressure from the kids around them? And welcome back to another episode of Sitting in a Car. I'm Sarah Sproul, and you and I sit in a car each week answering a question to help you raise your confident and caring young person who respects themselves and the people around them. This is such a great question this week because actually, what it's talking about is consent. Yeah. Self respect is to be able to know ourselves, know what we want, and respect ourselves enough to stand up for those things, right? So if I know that I don't like noisy, loud pubs, a self respecting decision to make will be to not put myself in noisy, loud pubs. And just a word to you all, I actually don't really like noisy, loud pubs anymore. I'm not sure that I ever really did, but anyway, that's another story. So that is self respect. And that is why self respect is so important in the long journey of consent. Now, standing up for what we want, this idea of resisting pressure from the kids or the adults, even around us, because this is a lifelong journey, is another part of consent. Because once we know what we want inside ourselves, once we know enough about ourselves to know how to look after ourselves, then it's a matter of communicating those things to the people that need to hear it. Now, in an ideal world, communicating what we need or what we want to do or what we don't want to do is sort of met with a respectful, yeah, fair enough. But we don't live in an ideal world. We live in quite a broken, difficult world. And so oftentimes, if we or our child communicates what they need, like as in, no, I don't want to go to the shop and steal some chewing gum, then the people around us or the people around our child will be saying, oh, yeah, you do. Of course you do. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And we'll all be in it together. And so then perhaps if we don't have this rock solid understanding of what we want or what is important to us, then we can be swayed. Now, one very fast way to go completely doolally in parenting is to expect our children or our young people, or even ourselves, actually, for that matter, to get everything right or to get things right most of the time, or even to get things right when we're developing a new skill or a new ability. I mean, I talk about that all the time here on Sitting in a Car, right? That just because we want to do something like talk about sensitive conversations with our child or kid or young person doesn't mean we're going to be able to actually do it. So there's this sort of element of what we want to be able to do and the reality of what we can actually do given our experience, our abilities, and the information we have. So that works for us as parents just as much as it works for our young person or a kid. So here's the thing. So, what I'm realizing is that 5 minutes once a week of sitting in a car is not enough time to really start challenging some of the habits we've developed in our parenting, some of the like myths and scary thoughts that we might have been led to believe as we were growing up. And habits or unhelpful habits and scary thoughts are not helpful when it comes to slowly and gently and kindly getting us up to speed with our sensitive conversations with our kids. So I have got this great workshop and I'm so excited that it's happening this week. In fact, it started yesterday if you're watching this on Tuesday, and it's called Become a Comfortable Parent. And it's 4 days of really fleshing out in more detail what it means to become comfortable talking about sensitive things, talking about self respect, what that means in everyday parenting life, and what the practicalities of it are for our young, developing, growing people. I'll see you in Become a Comfortable Parent if you would like to hang out and spend more time working on how to have these conversations with your kid in a more comfortable, natural, rewarding, and connecting way. And that's Sitting in a Car for another week where I've answered a question to help you raise your confident and caring young person who respects themselves and the people around them. Bye for now.